Super Bowl champion, all-pro linebacker for the first place. First place, 4-1 Bucs. Lavonte, I left you. Y'all were 0-0, 0-0. We don't know. How does 4-1 feel?
Hey, as always, Kate, thank you for having me. But 4-1 feels amazing. Been a while since I've been here, so I'm definitely cherishing it.
It's a lot of hard work went into this, but there was also, I got to say, like, I left your camp. I went to like 20 camps, right? I left your camp like, oh, I had this wrong going into it. Like, they're going to be competitive. They've done this thing consistently, winning the titles for the division, whatever. But the expectation when I left, I remember being in the car being like, oh no, they're like, we're going to the Super Bowl. That's what it is right now. We know culturally we're built for that. We know we have the weapons, even though you're dealing with injuries and you're showing that. And I thought to myself, like, is this too high of an expectation? But it's not. And y'all are crushing it. And I like your path as well. Let's talk about the game though. Let's get into the huge interception. Under a minute left in the fourth. Bulls said he was saving this for a rainy day, just a little blitz on a rainy day. What were you thinking when the play call came in?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was gonna come in. I had a feeling it was gonna come in. It's one of our top blitzes, and obviously they was in a passing formation, so it's a passing blitz. And soon when he called it, I told the guys, hey, let's make it work. And it's something that always come home for us, always hits free. And this time I wanted to drop in coverage. Me and Voss have this. We have good camaraderie with each other. He told me he wanted to take the blitz and make a play, and he was able to take it. He took it. And then Tweez came free and got pressure on the quarterback, and that was a good spot when the ball was thrown. I was able to make a play on the football. It was something that, we all talked about on the sidelines. We was angry about, just being in the situation. And, somebody had to make a play, and I was able to come up with it.
I feel like, I mean, I know you're not going to want to gush about yourself, but how hard is that catch when the ball redirects like that?
It's hard, but luckily my focus was intense. I was like, I gotta make a play no matter what. When I seen the ball coming, I actually seen it hit off Logan's helmet and everything. So I even seen Tweez hit him, so I knew the ball had to get out real fast. And then I was just locked in, zoned in on it. It looked like he was about to throw the ball to the ground, but it ricocheted off Logan's helmet. So I was able to, have good eyes on the ball and come up with the catch. I definitely owed myself that after dropping more earlier this year, but they come in bunches. Hopefully I get many more.
You're thinking about one that you dropped while you were making that play?
No.
Okay.
I'm making that play. I'm thinking about, hey, I got to catch this ball so we got to win this football game.
Yeah. It wasn't just any interception. You know that, right?
How's that?
Well, it's number 14 for you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know it's number 14 for sure.
So number 14 now makes you the active leader in interceptions among all active linebackers, ahead of Bobby Wagner, ahead of your teammate, Deion Jones, whatever.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Hey, it actually feels good because, now as you bring it up, I remember Deion Jones did say something to me on the plane. He was like, I'm glad you caught that. But, that puts you above me in interceptions. I'm like, oh, yeah, dang. And that's crazy. I ain't think about it. But, I got to pat myself on the back for that. I guess it's the competitive nature of it.
Todd Bowles said something. He was like making fun of your hands, I saw. Todd.
Oh, they made fun of my hands all the time. It's a lot of times in practice. I got to admit, it's a lot of times in practice where I do have my hands on the football, but I don't come down with it. So they kind of pick on me about that stuff.
Oh my God.
I always tell them I catch them when they count. And Vita gave me a hard time a couple weeks ago, and he forgave me after this past Sunday.
I mean, Bowles literally said we were happy. We were so happy he caught it. He's not as bad as Dean, but we were so happy he caught it because he dropped a few in practice. Like, thanks, coach.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's a tough crowd over there in one Buck place, man.
I'm like,
they got a lot of high standards. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Coach Bowles, he's a guy. He gonna put on his highlight tape and show all the interceptions that he caught. So he's one of those people. So he's gonna give it.
Has he done that this year?
He hasn't. But they did surprise us with his highlight tape one time, and he was pretty good. So he deserves the bragging boast a little bit. But like I say, man, it's a tough crowd over there.
Let's look at them, guys. It's question 4. This Baker's like reacting to McLaughlin's kick, and you guys have like a little moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's he saying to you here?
I think he just came over and said, "I love you, man," and I'm talking about just basically saying, "Make a play, way to make a play," and I'm just like, "I got you, I got you," just that relationship me and Bate got, and Bate, he bring that beast out of me, and the same thing for me to him. We always motivate each other, and basically saying, that moment in the game, we was having a bad times defensively. And for me to be the one to come up and make the play was real huge. He just came over and just told me he loved me and said, way to make a play.
Baker's getting a lot of love now. How do you feel about that? Does he like it? Because I feel like he was being slept on, and now everyone's like Baker, Baker, Baker. Do we love that for you guys? Yes.
No? Yes, we love it. But we love it for sure. I mean, because we know what Baker's been capable of. We know what he's been doing the past couple of years for us. But I could tell you, Baker care less about it. You know what I'm saying? Baker one of those guys who don't care about all the praise, don't care about all the glitz and glamour. Baker want to win football games and want to get us to a championship. And that's why we love him. He's been doing a great job of just, handling it and everything. And he got a great unit around him to, keep him working. Keep his head right, keep him upbeat, keep him humble, keep him focused. And that's just who he is anyway. You know what I'm saying? Baker is a guy who just want to go out there and play football, and it shows, man. He's been having fun. This past 5 weeks, it's been real fun for him. And
it's fun. It's fun to watch, Lavonte, but kind of like it is and it isn't, because it's like, how many years? I'm an old lady already. Y'all are taking more years off my life with these fourth quarter. I'm rooting for you guys. And then something happens, and we're just like the cardiac Bucs is what people are saying. We're the come bake kids is what people are saying. What goes on in the fourth quarter? What is going on with these fourth quarter comebacks? What happens in that moment?
The come bake kids sounds really good. I like that. I really like that. Okay. But it's always it's just a mentality, man. A lot of these situations we work, every day. When we out there in practice, we always work situations where games coming down to 2 minutes and stuff like that. I mean, we definitely don't want to be in those situations, but fortunately, we always come up on a good side of them for the most part. But just something that we always work. And when it comes down to it, it'd be no pressure because we know it's at stake. We know the situation. We know what the offenses need or what the defense has to do, and then we be able to have success with it. And all the time we do it, it'd be good on good, ones on ones, one defense versus one offense. It's very competitive out there, so and it shows in games.
I think it builds confidence. Like, that if you guys do get in a hole, you're not having the best thing. Baker's got that thing that I think he almost likes. I think we're all trying to figure out how he works. And then something happens, or there's a lot of, he's the king of the viral moment this year, and he's no stranger to being the viral moment. But even ahead of this matchup, I was going through the slate for week 5. And I was like, oh, Seattle, I literally said there's that crazy fan, but that's going to get Baker going. And I knew it was going to happen. And then lo and behold, there's this viral moment where he's chirping back with that obnoxious fan that's there. I think this is the dumbest thing to do to Baker. Y'all have the Niners. The Niners fans should just be like, hi, Baker, love you. Great year. What does something like this do to Baker?
Oh, man, it fires him up, as you can see. I did see that. I told before the weekend even came, I was telling the young guy, I'm like, because I played there before. I'm like, out there, he's going to be trash talking the whole time. You just open the tunnel, come out the tunnel. Don't pay him no mind, but use it as fuel so you can, go out there and dominate and come back and, shut him up and talk trash to him back. And I didn't see that moment live, but when I did see it, like you said, it's a viral moment, I did see it. I'm like, yeah, that's what he needed. And hopefully that guy's humble and he need to, be quiet or whatever. I mean, it's all cool and whatever, but you know what I'm saying? When you talk to professional athletes, let you know it does fires us up.
Yeah, I would just I think it's the dumbest move to make. Niners, I just think it's you and Fred. You and Fred get to.
Yeah.
That's precious time, Lavonte.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Like I always say, I enjoy watching Fred. I know he's gonna do his thing.
Love it. Did you see the game last night?
Some of it. Me. We got back late, so I try to get as much as I can. So
I want to ask you just about a couple things that we very quickly. So here, I'll show it to you. So Trevor Lawrence. By the way, we're gonna shout out Liam Cohen, who you know well. Trevor falls to the ground before running in the go-ahead touchdown. It looks like the defensive guys stopped, like they're frozen, like I'm in a simulation. What is going on defense here?
It's honestly kind of like a natural reaction when the guy fall. You think he's just the quarterback, especially. You think he's just gonna lay there and take a sack, or whatever. But in this case, Trevor was very aware and got up. Stumbled a couple times and got up, and guys probably was anticipating him, stand down or being touched early. So definitely probably caught a couple guys off guard, but at the same time, man, you got to keep playing until the whistles, blown and things like that. But definitely an unfortunate situation from Kansas City. But, I can understand why they're hesitant of certain guys and why the pause of certain guys. But Trevor Lawrence did a good job of understanding the situation and going, and getting up right away and getting a touchdown, sneaking one in.
I remember going to Jacksonville and telling Liam that I had just been in Tampa, and he's like, how's Baker? Like I love Baker, like all of that, right when he got to the Jags there. They're 4-1. This is your old OC. We know he's a great offensive mind. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this working? What did you know? Like, I'm sure that makes sense to you. Why are they 4-1? What is he doing to Trevor?
Yeah, man. I mean, shoot. So when, Liam came to our building, everybody fell in love with him. He's just a guy who, very relatable. Everybody, gravitate to him. He even defensive guys, he used to talk to me all the time about certain things, just having casual conversations and stuff like that. And it's definitely he's a guy who instills confidence in his football team. He instilled confidence in our offense last year with what he did, and I'm sure he's instilling confidence in the football team over there. Those guys are playing really, really good football, and honestly, I'm not surprised. I know Tyson Campbell over there, and we trained together before. And I talked to him. He asked me how Liam was. I say, y'all gonna love him. He's a great coach. He's gonna get those guys going, especially on the offensive side. He's gonna be a better coach for Trevor Lawrence, and y'all gonna win some football games. And
it's a fun time to be in Florida. Both teams crushing it. And by the way, you saw that coming. I saw Emeka Egbuka coming because of my conversation. You made me look so smart. My nephews have him on their fantasy team all because of you. So Lavonte David, let's talk when you're 8-1. How about that?
Gotcha. It's coming soon.
Good luck against the Niners. Bye.